I figured if I'm gonna be editing videos to get a good one per week, why not just make another video where I just yap, for like 8 minutes? This could be like a little story time and you're able to get to know me a lot more. So if you want to see these little stories in the future, I would definitely appreciate a like. So this is the worst decision I've ever made. When you turn 16, you're able to get your driver's license or maybe start your first job. That's exactly what I did. I got my first job at 16. It was a place called Benson's Golfing. And this is your ordinary entertainment center. You can mini golf, play laser tag, ride race cars, etc. I was an attendant slash staff member for this place, only making enough money to buy the 400 Roblox bundle. It was just an ordinary job. I was in high school, just making money and building my resume. All I had to do was just mainly operate the attractions, registers, and clean up here and there. During the week, it doesn't really get any attention, but weekends, it's always busy. I'm pretty sure you know the rest. You start working, you get your first paycheck, and you get right back to it. I was locked in. I wanted 5 days out of the week to work in the evening, and a couple months in, I'm feeling great. I met really cool people, but others, let's not talk about them. But let's keep the story going. School's out for the summer, and I was solely focused on getting paid at my job. I bumped from 5 days to 6 days out of the week due to the reason being summer, obviously. Now here's the moment everyone's been waiting for. Because we were bored during the week, some of our coworkers would actually come visit us if they were off and wanted to have a little bit of fun. Me and another guy were operating the race cars, making sure every person were following the boring ass rules. At one point, our coworkers came to visit us to race around for a bit. As soon as their race was over, one of them had the greatest slash dumbest ideas ever. She said, "Hey, instead of walking all the way back to the register, why not ride on the car and I'll drive you back?" Obviously, without thinking, I was like, "Bet, say less." Because be honest, who the fuck actually likes walking? So instead of getting in the actual car, I'm standing on the side of it like I'm fucking surfing, thinking I can be the next Tony Hawk. We start to go down the track, and it was fine until the first hard turn. Knowing my position, we make the turn and I slip off. You think maybe I got a little scratch and then just walked it off? No, not really. As soon as I fall down, my head hits the concrete hard and I black out. At the moment, I felt like I had just died and was waiting for the light. An hour goes by and I wake up in the ICU. This is the part of the hospital where you have a lot of people working on your situation constantly with no break. My parents were on the left side waiting for me to wake up fully. I felt a lot of liquid coming out of my ear and noticed it was straight up blood. I was bleeding from my left ear. I still had no memory of what actually happened as soon as I hit my head. Apparently, from my coworker said, I was spazzing out and needed help immediately. Like I had one of the biggest seizures ever. Anyways, back to the hospital. The doctor walks in and he said that I had a severe concussion with a crack on the left side of my skull. Obviously, I was shocked that those were the results. He also said I was very lucky to survive this quote unquote accident. A few days later, I was discharged from the hospital, but unfortunately, I was put on medical leave for my job. That means I couldn't make any money by actually working, but to receive checks from my workman's comp. My phone was blowing up with tons of messages saying that I hope to recover soon and wish nothing but the best. My work group chat was also blowing up with all of them thinking that I had potentially died right in front of them. I was treated with a doctor's appointment every week so they can keep up with me. With all that being said, I was fully healthy and good to go for any type of work and school in August. I wasn't sure if I still had my job. I assumed like everyone that made a very dumb decision like that, I would be fired. I get a call from a number that isn't saved on my phone, and it's from Benson's Golfing. And I already think that I'm done and they want to tell me that over the phone. "Hey, we're glad you're alright. And please don't make any decisions again like that. How would you like to come back?" My face dropped when I heard those words. Like I just made them waste a ton of money on me to recover from my own dumb decision. And they want me back? Was I just that good or what? So I accepted the job back at Benson's and I was back on schedule like nothing ever happened. I was, however, restricted from operating cars ever again. Until I turned 18, I finally quit my job and graduated high school. So yeah, that was the worst decision I've ever made. If I were to give you a message or any type of advice from this story, it would be to please follow your job's rules on what to do and what not to do. Seriously, you could almost ruin your life by doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed that story time with yours truly. And if you want to hear more stories about my boring ass life, give this video a fat, juicy like. I really appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you have a good one.